Going on to you Scorpios. So you Scorpios have the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of you Scorpios right now, a lot of you Scorpios are very much so focused on what matters. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles is about how anyone tries to play you Scorpios, it's going to be very difficult for them to do so. And the reason why it's going to be difficult for them to do so in the first place is because you Scorpios are going to be essentially on your P's and Q's. A lot of you will know when someone is running game because you're focused on what's important. And what I mean by that is the relationship. You're going to be paying attention to see if the relationship is more important to somebody, finding love, or is them getting attention and clout more important to them. And the Wheel of Fortune represents you're not playing anymore. All of this about you Scorpios being on the rat race, I see that you're done with that. You're done being on the rat race. You have to get to know the person first. The Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands represents because you spent so much time with people trying to take advantage of you. And you Scorpios see how weird that is. You know that people will say anything in order for them to get close to you. But the Four of Wands, you're looking for something real. See, when it comes to Scorpio, it's all or nothing. So a person needs to have a certain level of dedication to you, or they need to exhibit a certain amount of loyalty to you. And if they can't, then those people are essentially not going to get anything, all these notifications. So the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords for you Scorpios, the Hierophant is Taurus and Sagittarius. So your opposite zodiac sign, right? And this is about how that will require time. I see that a lot of you Scorpios you want to be able to you want to be able to figure out how is it that you can trust somebody, right? And to be honest with you, there's no surefire 100% way to know 100%. There will be people who will be cool with you for years that now all of a sudden they start to become jealous. See, it was all cool when the two of you were on the come up. But then now that y'all became a success, they now want to have more than what it is that they already have. And they want your spot in particular. So a lot of you Scorpios now have to realize that nobody is 100% down for the cause. But you have to know that that's just some people, though. Some people you can trust, and then other people you're not going to be able to. It's up to you Scorpios to understand which one is which so that you can make proper decisions. Then you have the Knight of Swords. The people who are enthusiastic to get to know you, those are the people that you get to know. Those are the people that you put in an effort with. Stop trying to give effort into interactions with people that all it is that they want is your body, because a lot of Scorpios are very attractive. I've known plenty of Scorpios, so a lot of you Scorpios are very attractive, very physically attractive. You look really good. So people will try to use you for your body as a piece of meat, right? Before all of that happens, you have to ask them questions to get to know them, you know? And the Five of Swords represent if the two of you, but the questions, now let me tell you Scorpios about the questions that you should be asking, because let me go ahead and help you all out with that too. The questions that you Scorpios should be asking is about foundational questions. And when I say foundational questions, I mean questions that are good for if you're trying to see if a person is a good match for a relationship. So what's your family life like? Do you have a significant other? If you had a significant other, how would you want them to be? What are your goals? What kind of relationship do you even want? Those are some very good questions to be asking. Because when you Scorpios don't ask those questions, hey, how's the weather? How are you? You doing all right? Those are not very good questions, because those are small talk questions. But they don't actually, which you can have small talk questions, but they don't create the relationship. They don't build the foundation to something to where even if you did wanted a relationship with that person, you can actually have that. The Lovers and the Ace of Swords is all about how, and also get in touch with people who want to get in touch with you as well. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. To clarify that, let's clarify the Lovers. Let's clarify the Lovers for you Scorpios. Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Hierophant, which you already have. The Hierophant. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords, to clarify the Lovers, is about how it is that any kind of interaction with someone where you are supposed to be getting to know them and it seems confusing, that's a big clue that you shouldn't trust them, is if it seems like it's confusing. Huge clue that you shouldn't be hanging out with that person. Because if something is confusing, a relationship should not be confusing. So that's something for you Scorpios to understand. The Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords. And if it is confusing, go on about your business. But you Scorpios are supposed to have a very good understanding with yourselves, enough to be able to be confident. You need self-esteem, real self-esteem. And what I mean when I say real self-esteem, I mean self-esteem from the perspective of it's actually real. If a person told you no, or if they're playing games with you, you don't mind walking off because you dodged one. So now the Hierophant now represents for you, it represents how a lot of you Scorpios need to trust that judgment. Because when you stop thinking about if a person seems to be okay and maybe you dub them and they leave. And then now it's like, oh, did I miss out on my potential person? If some things are looking murky and they are confusing and they're not being transparent with you. I'm not saying that they have to be transparent about every single thing. I'm not saying that they should be telling you their bank account. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if they are not transparent with you about the questions that you are asking already, and you are supposed to be getting to know them, basic questions that you're supposed to ask. If the two of you are supposed to be in a relationship and they don't want to answer the question, or the answer to that question, you found out that they lied, that is a huge problem, and that you Scorpios need to leave them alone. And the fact that you have left them alone is a very good deal. Why? Because no matter how bad at first you Scorpios may think that you are bad off, it's better off that you kept it like that. That meaning dub them. You know why? Because if you try to do the reach back and go back to them, that's when they're going to start to show you the nonsense. So be aware. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash that like button. Those likes really help expand the views. Make sure we can get it up there in the algo. Smash that like button. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, set that notification bell. Click the notification bell and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop videos just like this. Thought out, informative.